Hi, my name is John Elizabeth Stintzi and I'm the author of Vanishing Monuments. I feel like this is a difficult question because importance is such a weird thing to say about your work. I mean, the novel is very important to me, but I find it difficult to sort of assess it as some sort of like cultural importance. But I think that Vanishing Monuments is a novel that's so much about these big human issues or sort of struggles with things like memory, mental health, identity, and home. And I think that in the respect that it is about these really big human and relatable issues, but at the center of it is a non-binary and trans person who are historically and contemporarily not given sort of a full humanity. So it has these deeply human issues at its core, and transness not being one of the issues that Alani's going through. They're middle-aged, they're kind of over it. And there are ways in which that identity amplifies these other sort of thematic concerns or sort of issues that are going on in the book. But I think that it sort of, I think, challenges the readers to look at this book and not and see Alani as sort of a fully complicated human being. And I don't think you could go through this book without relating in some way to their sort of very deeply human struggles. My protagonist is Alani Baum, who is a middle-aged, non-binary, and trans photographer and teacher. And they live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they have since they ran away from home at 17 from Winnipeg, Manitoba with their partner Jenny. First novels are special, I feel like, because you can kind of feel the high stakes that are behind it for the author. Like, there's so much that's put into a first novel. There's so much, they're daring and bold in a way that following novels don't necessarily feel. They feel a little bit more confident in themselves. So there's a way that first novels seem almost like too much in a way that is really vibrant and exciting. Write the novel for you rather than for the market. I feel like for the first novel, and this goes for me as well, you can really get caught up in the idea of who the audience is. And I think that there's a point at which that's important, but more important is to write the novel that you're going to be willing to look at for the next 5 years of your life, that you want to because it's going to be it's a difficult thing to try to sell these novels, a difficult thing to write them. You really want to, I think, feel super connected to your novel. I probably would have given up on Vanishing Monuments at some point during the struggling process of writing it had I not felt so deeply for it. And I think it's just really important that you write it for yourself, because at the end of the day, that's the only sort of response that you can control. And so it's better to just write for yourself. The book that's closest to me is the collected plays of Sarah Kane. And this is a book that I've just been meaning to reread for a while. And Sarah Kane is just an author who's deeply important to me, especially during certain times of my life. And I just really want, and isn't talked about enough. So I just really want to dive back into this one.